Guys, welcome back to the old Nintendo arcade. I'm Alex, and this week I'm going to show you versus Pinball and this week's pickups. As you know, I've been stocking up on my SNES games again. I've always loved my SNES, but I've sold a few over the years and regretted it, and now I'm just starting to bring some of them back into the collection again. It is my main theme of my collection, as well as the arcades, but my SNES is my favourite machine basically of all time. Just love the games on there. So just going to show you what I picked up this week, what's been coming through the post. Right, first game is Rockman 7. Right, I've never played any of these games. It's a long ongoing series that goes back to the Famicom, and I've never played a single one, but you know, they must be fairly good because they've been going for quite a while. And I don't know what it is, why I have never picked them up. I guess the games are quite expensive, but they're not too bad on the Super Famicom Jap import. And I actually think that the artwork's 10 times better, as usual. Look at that. Typical Capcom artwork. And the gameplay on this is supposed to be awesome. So I don't know if this is the best one in the series or what. But it looks cool. Picked that up, it's just arrived today actually, really pleased with that, so that's one of them. Any more Capcom games? Yes, we have this, Breath of Fire. Again, this is another Capcom game, but it's Japanese RPG, which may seem a little bit silly because I'm not going to be able to read any of the text. But I did get at the same time a PAL version, although this is number 2, the sequel, which is actually supposed to be better. So I can play Breath of Fire, I can play the sequel on the PAL. Okay, it's a German one, not great, but it's, the instructions are all in English. Look at the artwork, look at the difference, 10 times better, isn't it, the Japanese version over that European version. Just don't know what, I don't know how people can collect this stuff sometimes, it's just naff. Look at that, over that, look at the artwork, it's just so cool. So I had to get this was only 10 quid, right? Okay, I'm not going to play it ever, but for the artwork, got to have it, haven't you? So yeah, that was those two, Breath of Fire. And I do like an RPG. I mean, I've loved Zelda, I love Secret of Mana. What was the other one I played? Earthbound. I played that on the Wii U recently. I love that game, really cool. So I do like my RPGs, and I'm really chuffed to get those in the collection, because they're Capcom, and I'm trying to get a complete Capcom collection. My next game is Super Turrican 2. This thing came out on Amiga. I don't know if they got the sequel. There's a lot of Mode 7 going on here, so I doubt it. I think this is, I have to check up, should have done that before I've done the video, but I think this is a SNES only release. And I'm only saying that because it's got a lot of Mode 7 going on in it. It's really, really cool. He's got an arsenal of weapons, this guy. He's got like a grappling hook, a bit like Bionic Commando, and yeah, it's really, really cool. It reminds me, actually, the first level of this game reminds me of Star Wars. You know, the first level in Star Wars on the Super Nintendo? It's a bit like that. Got these kind of Dune monsters coming out of the ground, and it's sort of, you're running to the right, you get into like a little buggy. It's really, really cool. I've played the first level on it and really absolutely loved it, so yeah, I've got to be playing more of that. So check that out, definitely worth buying. Saving my best one till last. I've had this before, I've had this on the PAL. I'm not a massive fan of Turtles, well I'm no fan of Turtles at all, to be honest with you. I don't buy into it at all, I'm not into the cartoons or anything like that. But the game's good, you know, if you like that kind of side-scrolling, beat 'em up. It's really good actually. There's lots of really cool Mode 7 effects in it, where you can throw the characters and they sort of land on the screen, which is a really nice effect. That was pretty unusual for us back in the day. Nice selection of different characters to choose with different weapons, with nunchaku, sai, and bow sticks. You know, your typical ninja weapons, karate weapons. So yeah, I'm pleased to get that, and again, it's cheaper than the PAL version. It's got better artwork, it runs faster, you've got a bigger screen, wins hands down really over a PAL game. So yeah, check that out, that's really cool. That's Konami. Now, the funny thing is, the other day I said to my mate, if you had to choose a developer, Konami or Capcom, which one would it be? And I sent them a list of all the Capcom games that were released on the SNES and all the Konami games that were released on the SNES. So it was quite a difficult decision to make. I haven't made a decision yet because I've yet to play Rockman and Mega Man games, and I haven't played King of Dragons and what's the other one, Captain Commando yet. Once I've played them, I'll make my decision. I've got a lot of Konami games there. I'm not a big Castlevania fan, but I love Batman, I love Axlay. There's a few there, but I think I'm swinging towards Capcom at the moment. But I have to play Rockman to make my decision. Yeah, you tell me what you prefer, Capcom or Konami on the SNES, if you had to choose. Difficult decision to make. Anyway, back to the games. This is my next purchase, Smash TV. I'm not sure if I did mention this last time, but this is a really cool arcade game by Eugene Jarvis. He first did Robotron, which is my t-shirt, which is a twin stick shooter. And this is the same, although your levels, there's more levels to it. They scroll to left or right, you can choose your path. And it plays a bit like the film Running Man. It's got that kind of feel to it. You're in a sort of a game show and you've got to last all the enemies that are thrown at you. It's a cool game. Really like it. The arcade's really good as well. Now, this is the game I'm going to show you next. This is one I've been waiting for years, actually. I remember this being reviewed in Superplay, which was the English magazine that we got over here that reviewed all of the import games that come out in Japan, all the stuff that we couldn't get over here. Us kids just, you know, were just blown away by all these games that we never got and we couldn't get our hands on, which made them even more desirable. And this is one of the games, and it's got a good review in there. I think it could have done better though. I mean, if you look at the Superplay, don't judge all the games they've got on there by their score they've given in that magazine, because they're not great scores, some of them. And I think this should have got a 90. This is Ninja Warriors, okay? It's by Taito, or Taito, however you want to say it, okay? And this game is absolutely awesome if you like your side-scrolling beat-em-ups. What makes it so cool? It's a funny one because you've actually got less room to move around. You know, when you've got like in Captain Commando and Dungeons and Dragons, you can move up and down. This, it's just one level you move. A bit like Kung Fu. You ever played Kung Fu in the arcade? One of the first side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And you can only move on one level. Whereas like Golden Axe and Dungeons and Dragons, you can move around a bit more. With this you can't, it's just one. And that sounds really shitty, doesn't it? But it's not. It's really not. Because like Kung Fu, actually you've got a lot more moves in Kung Fu and a lot more weapons, and it's quite skillful. And the other characters block quite a lot, so you've got to work out how to get past them, how to defeat them in different ways, because you can't just run along and just press the buttons. You have to work out each character has got their own defence moves and own attacking moves, and you've got to work it all out. And I really like that, the fact that you've got to use a bit more tactics. There's more tactics involved. And the sprites are really cool. If you looked at this game, first of all, you'd think it was maybe a Neo Geo game, because the sprites are really big, there's loads of colours, the music's great, you can hear the music here, it's playing here, I've got it on in the background. The soundtrack to this is really good, it's really pumping, keeps you going, and the artwork on there, look at that artwork, it's really cool. You've got 3 different characters to choose from, and they're ninja robots, really cool. You've got a female in a kind of red cat suit and a kind of muscle-bound robot ninja here, and this is kind of like a mech, bit more sharper and quicker robot ninja to play with. And they've all got different moves, they all do different things, and it's just really, really cool. What else can I say about this game? I mean, I've done the first level on it, I haven't finished it yet. I've only had it a couple of days, but I'm absolutely loving this game. I paid a lot of money for it. You will pay a lot of money for it, but then again, well, you're never going to see this unless you do. You're never going to play it unless you do pay for it. And don't forget, these hold their value. You can quite easily just sell it on again once you've played it. So, you know, you're not losing money at the end of the day. Get some enjoyment out of it, play it, and if you want the money back, sell it on. You'll guarantee you get your money back, but this is staying in my collection for sure. This is an awesome game. So yeah, that's my pickups for this week, guys. Now back to the arcade talk. I'm going to show you a bit of pinball game play. Okay, this is a really cool game on my Versus Red Tent. It's one of the first and earliest of the virtual pins. I like my virtual pins. I can't fit a pinball machine in here, and I love pinball machines, but there's no way I'm ever going to get one. I'm a vid guy at the end of the day. I do like my video games, but I do like the virtual pins, and this is what I'm going to show you now. It's Pinball by Nintendo, and it runs on the Versus system. So check this out, guys, and tell me what you think. Right, we're coined up, ready to go. I'll show you how to play this game. So I've got two buttons, A and B, they work the flippers, and I've got a joystick for the sub level, which is within the game, which plays a little bit like Breakout. Let's hope I can get there to show you what that's about. I love the background music. It's not really music, it's just a noise, but it adds to the kind of weirdness of the game. Oh, that was a great start, jeez. Oh, nice, nice. So I've got these cards at the top to unlock. Got these little chickens at the bottom. No! Oh, so I want to try and keep it up this top. Oh man, I took my hand off the bloody button. I want to try and keep it up the top half of the screen as I can, as long as I can. I've got all these little yellow things here to get. That's what I'm trying to get. A ball up there. Oh. Oh, damn. Not a great game. Right. Another go, another go. Oh man. Right, this is the level I wanted to show you. See, it's like plays like Breakout, so I've got to get Pauline out from the top. Oh, but it's really hard. I've only ever done it once. It's really cool to have a little bit of variation like that, because I mean it's quite an old and simple game, but it's got enough in it to be quite enjoyable. There's enough things here to unlock, to hit. You've got the cards here, you've got the chickens here, you've got the little sub level, you've got these little yellow dots up the top. There's enough in it, and it runs quite fast. I think it's fast enough. Oh, see now my flippers have disappeared. I've got to play without invisible flippers. I've got them back. Oh, the Mario level again. So I'm using the joystick now. Oh, it's really hard, that level. Don't know what you have to do to unlock her. Whether it's an ongoing thing, it might save my last point in that game. Might have to hit them a few times, I don't know. Oh, got another ball yet. It's a good game. Oh. Be nice to unlock all those cards. Never done it. Oh, two more. One more. Was he going to do it? Oh, yes! I've never done that. How cool is that? I'm loving this game even more now. This is awesome. I've got a little dot here so the ball can't escape. This is so cool. Oh! It's coming back. Got this little Pac-Man character to bring my ball back. This is a big score for me. 134,000. No! I'm happy with that. 143,000. Am I still going? I'm still going! Oh my god! I'd love to beat the 200,000 mark, I really would. Oh, come on! That wasn't fair. No! Ah, that's it. 161,000. That's a brilliant score. Oh, I'm glad I got that on camera. That's a really good score. I think that's my highest score yet on this game. So I'm really chuffed with that. Let's put it in. Well, there you go, guys. I couldn't have showed you any more of that in that game. You saw every level there, every little sub-level, everything I unlocked pretty much. I got the whole deck of cards, which was really cool. So, awesome. Well, I wasn't expecting that to video that. Normally when I video a gameplay for this channel, it's normally I muck it up or it's just not a good enough score. But I was really pleased with that because it showed you the sub level with Mario and Pauline, which is really cool. It's really hard though. I have managed to get her out once, and you've got to capture her at the bottom with Mario, his platform. You've got to capture on top of that, so you can get some really big points in there. But I haven't beaten 200,000 on that, so let me know if you have. But that's a really cool game. This is the Famicom version which came out. Obviously there's a PAL version, an American version, but this is the only version I have. It plays the same, as far as I know. I haven't played it enough, but it doesn't have that kind of weird background music to it, which I think adds quite a lot. I do like music in a game. But yeah, so pick up that, guys, if you really like this game. It's worth picking up. And I just wanted to mention, because I never mentioned, you know, I did a video on Muscle Bomber, Slam Masters, which is a huge favourite of mine in this collection. I absolutely love this game. I did finish this game. I managed to finish it. I managed to work out all the moves, and I'm more in love with this game than ever. I think it's awesome. So yeah, Muscle Bomber, pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. I've got more stuff on its way from Japan, so look out for the next video. There'll be more pickups and more gameplay. Thanks very much for watching. Give us some comments. I really appreciate it. And you can follow me on Facebook, which is Ninty Arcade, and what's the other one? Twitter at Nintendo Arcade. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.